3 issues. Right?
3 issues.
Sometimes 3 issues works.
And you fooled me again.
Did I?
Well, this is an arc analysis.
This is an arc analysis.
This is arc analysis.
Arc analysis.
An arc analysis.
Pooh vs. Bambi. Zenescope Entertainment, 2024. Written by Noah Mitchell. Drawn by Jordi Tarragona. So the rights to these characters, obviously, the copyrights to these characters, obviously, ended.
Free domain. Yeah, and like you can't really tell. Pooh's a pretty general name, I guess.
Yeah, Pooh Bear.
Maybe.
Well, Winnie the.
They call him Pooh Bear. Exactly. You just say Pooh.
They do not. I just realized that as I was saying that they do not call him Winnie.
Just Tigger. They just call him Eeyore is a little scratchy, but like that doesn't really play out. He's referenced in the documents, and then spoiler alert, he could be the next villain in the next arc. But
yeah, at the ending, yeah.
Coke found a way to read another anthropomorphic comic book and now suck me into it.
Damn, I did.
Yes, you did.
It's funny because I didn't even realize this. I'm just kind of like, oh yeah, Pooh versus Bambi. I see that.
This is truly the world you want to live in. You want to be.
I guess so.
You want to be Zootopia.
So. Does that make me a furry? No, I don't think so.
Well, that would have helped this book.
Little that would help this book.
Would have, yeah. Give it some sort of layers to it. It's pretty straightforward.
This is a 3-issue series. I thought it was gonna be horrible. It's definitely not great.
No,
but it really wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
It's not bad either, but they do a lot of stuff that doesn't help them. Like that first issue is a waste.
Yeah.
You should start a second issue where Pooh and Piglet, the bad cops that don't know if they can work together, and then figure out that one's strength is the other's weakness, and vice versa.
The first one was mostly just set up to how Pooh and Bambi. And why is it the 100-Acre Woods and then Bambi?
Yeah, that's why it's.
There's nobody else there. It's just Bambi. Like I thought there was gonna be like a Dumbo reveal, like something. You know what I mean? Like no, it's just Bambi in the 100-Acre Woods universe, but they're special ops agents.
Yeah, it's weird that they use Bambi and not owl or rabbit.
Yeah, they could have just
steal from because you love the Christopher Robin thing. That was the whole tie.
Clearly,
like, that character's wasted.
General Robbins.
Yeah, it does nothing. It does nothing. So
he's the reason why Pooh doesn't turncoat, right? He's
like a catalyst and like a reason that they train, but they don't give enough of that for you to know he's a major player. So he's treated like a father figure, but you don't get that because this book is such a breeze that we don't even care about that. So he could have been a Cloak and Dagger figure, and it would have been just as fine.
That would have been cool, actually. Not show him at all. Mm-hmm. They do show him at certain points. Kind of like, yeah, whatever. This book takes itself very seriously,
and I
kind of like it. I kind of like that it's like because this reminds me of a book that I would have written in like grade 10.
Okay,
like a world that's like anthropomorphic stuff, and there's a government conspiracy for mutating animals, and I just would have named it Pooh and Bambi. That's the one thing that
Pooh and Piglet.
Why is Piglet not a pig?
I like that though. I like the fact that circumvented my expectations, right? Like if you're gonna give me all these guys, and then the fact that Piglet ends up being the sidekick for Pooh, but like they have to work at it, and again, not that she's a 3-dimensional character, but she's smart enough and capable enough that you're like, okay, she can stand alone on her own thing. I don't think this book takes itself seriously. I think it's trying to be tongue in cheek, but it's not as funny as it could be. Like Pooh could be a really funny character, especially since he let himself go off of like just drinking honey and all that stuff.
That's right. Yeah.
They don't play up the laughs, which this book could have been hilarious, especially if you're going to make all these references to the world of Christopher Robin, and they don't go there. And it's like, why not? You clearly wanted to say something about these guys, but
I honestly think it's just it's just to grab the attention. That's why they made it Pooh, because this doesn't need to be Pooh and Bambi. This could be anybody and anybody. This could be a story about not even animals. Well, I guess animals, because that's part of the conspiracy if they're mutating things. But it didn't have to be Pooh and Bambi. That was just like a money grab. That's not the right word, but you know what I mean? Like, oh, Pooh versus Bambi. That's the reason why I saw it.
Sure.
I was like, oh, I just saw a book called Pooh versus Bambi. I didn't even see the cover. I just saw the name, the title. I was like, that one.
Then they go deep because then they bring up Kanga and Roo, which is a fun character in the original story, which is like the mother and son. And then they kind of do it again but they obviously turned it up. And then he's wearing the same sort of color scheme as Rocco's Modern Life, so like that drew me back to Rocco, because I love that cartoon. So again, like I can't tell if the writer really wants to be satirical about Winnie the Pooh, or they just needed a placeholder for this anthropomorphic story that they wanted to tell. And because you don't go hard in either direction, you just end up with like mid. Like this could have been really fun. It's not, but it's not bad.
No, it's not. It's not. Yeah, you're right. It's not horrible, but it's not like super duper fun either. It's kind of just like there.
Yeah.
But I wasn't bored when I was reading it, and I wasn't into it either. It's a weird mid is exactly it's exactly because it's not bad. It's not good. It's not great either.
But there's weird character choices, right? Like Tigger is a were-tiger.
A were-tiger, yeah. So she's not even a mutant. She's like literally just like a werewolf, but tiger style.
Yeah, but in love with Bambi. So like, how did that work?
But then Pooh's thought they were a thing.
Yeah.
Basically the idea here is the 100 Acre Woods characters. So it's like Pooh, Rabbit, Owl, Eeyore, and Bambi, and Tigger go on a mission in the first issue, and they discover this like conspiracy that they are some government conspiracy that they are mutated animals when they thought they were enhanced human beings. And Bambi's like, we gotta expose this, and Pooh's like, no, we're not going to, and he shoots him in the head. And that's kind of the catalyst for the rest of the series, right? Or the rest of the book.
Best friend.
My best friend is bam in the head. I can't let you do it.
It's funny when we describe it, but it doesn't read funny.
No, and then it becomes this thing where Pooh lets himself go because his handler, who's General, he's raised on the run, lets himself go, and his handler, General Robbins, is the one good guy in the government. Mm-hmm. Basically, they get Pooh back and send him on another mission, which ends up being a collision course with who, Bambi, who's not actually dead.
Right.
And the rest kind of falls into places, and then do they become friends again? Are they not going to? Do they kill each other? That's the whole setup for Pooh versus Bambi. Yeah.
Yeah. And
very much like a 90s action movie.
Okay, I was just gonna say it has so many close links to Rambo in the first half of the book, which I thought if you just stayed with that would probably be a funner way to use these properties. But then
it doesn't that one mission.
Yeah. Or just like have him struggling with like, okay, like I made bad decisions and now I'm trying to rehabilitate myself. And I was like, you can't, right? Like if he just kept running into people in the small town and they're like, it's a bear. And it's like, I'm not a bear. Like I'm a man, whatever. Until like finally he has to like decide to be like a militant again or whatever, depending on how you want to, which version of the Rambo story you want to do. If you want to do First Blood, which was like really dark and like a dramatic movie. Or if you want to turn it up to Rambo 2, I can't remember the call sign for it. Yeah. It's like First Blood 1. Like Rambo has the weirdest sort of titling. We can go down.
It's like First Blood and there's Last Blood. Yeah, there's a bunch in between.
Or like Rambo 2 is First Blood like 3 or some. It doesn't make sense. But the second one is
First
all
Blood
action, right? So if you wanted to be like, let's just turn it up and then just have this crazy Pooh Bear just going on a killing spree, like that also works. But the promise of Bambi versus Pooh does not happen. Not once. No. It's either Pooh has to make a decision, which is dire, or Bambi realizes he's getting played again, and it's like, all right, cool.
That's right, yeah.
I'll save you. And like, that doesn't make sense.
The one time they do come at Oz, Pooh's like, I'm not fighting you.
Yeah.
Because he's guilty, right? He feels guilty about the whole thing. So it's like, oh, okay. So
there's actually more Pooh versus Piglet than there is Pooh versus Bambi. So that may have been a smarter version of the book because they start off at odds and end up being best friends. So like that's one way of going with it. And then 2, like, does Bambi even like Tigger? Because Tigger's on the ground and he flies away with Kanga. And like Kanga ends up betraying him. So it's like, you don't even like your main girl. Yeah.
Pussy's not gonna get him killed.
But it did. Because he exploded on the plane. And we don't know who dies because nobody really dies in comic books, but nobody really dies in this story either.
Yeah.
Because it ends with Pooh saying to Piglet, like, just pretend everybody's dead. And Piglet's like, all right, cool. Let's report that back.
That was so weird, dude. Like, that's like her. So Piglet has a secondary mission to go after Kanga, and that's to kill Pooh and kill Tigger.
Kill all the animals, yeah.
Kill all the animals, yeah, basically. And she tells him this during the mission.
She's like, I wasn't going to kill you.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
by the way.
How do I believe you?
Yeah, okay, sure. So she does take down Tigger, like detains her. Mm-hmm. And then when she goes to show Pooh that she did that, Tigger's gone. Mm-hmm. And Pooh's like, oh, just tell him she died and tell him I died.
And then I'm free.
It's like, that's not really how this works.
No, as if the government would just trust that and do no follow-up, like recon. So it's like, why would you cheat code at the end, especially if you're setting up for...
Not to mention that Tigger's not even in on this. She has no reason to, she's just going to do her thing. And Pooh's like, yeah, I'll track her down. And then that's that. It's like, well, that doesn't really...
So it's weird motivations. Yeah. And then I don't know if it's me reading into things, but like okay, so like Piglet's drawn a little buxom and kind of a little...
Yes, especially in the third issue.
Okay. There's certain scenes where like she mounts kind of Pooh and stuff, and like there's like fun flirtation. I was like, this doesn't make sense to this level, right? Like anytime I've seen this trope happen in a movie, those two characters are so locked in and have to be going through life or death situations constantly before one of them is just like, you know what, I kind of think this. But these two at least separate at certain times and like have side missions while they're going on the main mission.
Yeah.
That it doesn't make sense. But I did like the fact that they were at odds in the beginning, and I didn't mind the Pooh Piglet combination of
team up.
Yeah, because they're not supposed to like each other initially, and then through this mission they learn that they can be friends and stuff. So like if you just kept it on the level of just like this is a platonic relationship and like frenemy friendship relationship, that's cool. But like we should have had that more than any other combination that we got in the book. Like I don't really care about the Bambi versus Pooh stuff. Like that's we get a better flashback of their relationship in the second issue than the entire first issue.
Yeah, with the sticks.
Yeah, I was like, the first issue's a waste then, because you did all the setup for like, we can't, and it's like, nah, and then you're gonna bring it back anyways.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that with Piglet too. You're right. They made her more flirty with him at the end of the third issue. Yeah, it's kind of, this is not necessary. Like her hands are all over him. It's like, they don't need to do this. Just it's cool to be friends.
She could be just a cool soldier who's just like, I got a new friend who's like a bear. Like we'll see what happens moving forward, right? You already set up the love interest between Bambi and Tigger. So if you want to play that up for it, because you wanted sex and sex sells, sure, do that. But again, I ask myself, who's this book for? Because they're using references for like Winnie the Pooh, which is still in our generation. But like at a certain point, Rue makes reference to like a Billy Joel song.
Yeah.
And I was like,
and he shouldn't know the Billy Joel song. Yeah, I don't know.
It's like, so I understand that, but like that's because like I've learned who Billy Joel was, but like that took time. Like I didn't grow up with Billy Joel. He's not like go-to like rock star, right? Like, but check out Oliver and Company because that movie's great and he's awesome and stuff. Dodger. I get that maybe this book was trying to capitalize on the name, but then you forget that Winnie the Pooh is like a 60-year-old property.
Yeah.
Right. So it started out. This book's not for kids. But what adult would like? I didn't enjoy this. Like I'm struggling to find some sort of meter to be like, where would I put this book? Because it's not terrible.
It's not, and there are some qualities. It's like, oh, this is kind of fun, but not fully fun. It's more like with the end. It's not quite fun. It's like
It's they want to flesh it out, but it's only 3 issues, so like it didn't overstay its welcome. But you literally could have told this story in 2 books. And it does.
Yeah, but it was weird because like I wasn't bored.
No.
But at the same time, I read the first 2 issues, and then midway through the third issue, I had to stop for some reason, and I didn't mind stopping. So like usually I'm kind of like, oh man, I just gotta finish. No, I was like, I'll get back to it.
You also have a bias though. If it's anything anthropomorphic, you're like, I'll give it a shot, right? Like this.
No kidding. I don't even know how this happens to me. I gotta stop picking books because it's either noir stuff like crime or like anthropomorphic.
Or what's the third one?
What? Oh, Godzilla. Yeah.
There you go. That's the Bermuda Triangle for Coke's interests. So when you find them,
he kind of
it really is though. Like every 3 properties, like all right, we're doing another Godzilla book.
And what's funny is like this list that we go off of. Like a lot of these books I put there years ago. Not so much. This one is 2024, so I guess it got there a little recent. But
we've done a Godzilla. I guess a noir is next in that. So like this is my new counter. It's one of
What's
three.
Brubaker up to?
One of those guys. We're gonna go back to those worlds, right? It's like, all right, cool. Yeah. I get it. It's pretty easy. So yeah.
I'll re-rate these on a good or bad basis. Boom for good, ba for bad, whoosh for what did I just read? It's taking me a long time to get here because I still don't know what I'm going to rate this.
Yeah,
but
same.
I'm gonna go with a soft boom.
Boom. It's funny because there's a panel where a helicopter shows up and you get a whoosh 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 sound through it. I was like, that's amazing. But it's not a whoosh book. Like they very much understand the story that they're trying to tell. They just didn't tell it great. But everything else is still like serviceable. Like there's
exactly.
But serviceable isn't a reading, right?
No. I would not recommend this to anybody. I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't recommend it to a soul. But I didn't hate my time with it. So that's the problem. Is like I don't know, and I know what's going on. So it's not a whoosh.
Thank you for confirming that this is why I give it a ba. I would not recommend this to anybody. There's probably a better team up book. There's probably a better anthropomorphic book. But I guarantee there's a better Pooh book.
Even if it is like the 100 Acre Woods, like the old school stuff, there probably is.
Or if it's like a whole bunch of dudes shitting, it's a probably better book.
A Pooh. Without the H you're talking about.
Literal.
Like a Pooh book, just no H.
Yeah, everybody poops. Like this book.
Everybody does poop. There's one called Dead Pooh. Winnie the Pooh Demon Hunter. You want to read Winnie the Pooh Demon Hunter?
If you're using this as the bar, and I'm saying it can only get better, yes. You're saying with a soft boom, it can't get worse.
No, it's not. Winnie the Pooh Demon Hunter coming up.
Again, and you wrote me into...
never.
No, but like you have to read a couple pages to see if it's anthropomorphic or if it's just a bear living his bear life.
Yeah. Hunting demons.
Possibly. Or piglets.